welcome to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lorena and I love to share my recipes with you. And if you've been here before, then hello again. Today we're going to do a recipe that you guys have requested so much from me, and I have no idea why, because for me it's a really simple recipe, but I guess it's hard to find that recipe that you love. Today we're going to do a lime meringue pie. You can also use lemons, but I love how tangy the limes are and how it contrasts with the sweet meringue on top. As always, if you want to see the full recipe, then all you need to do is click on the link in the description box below, and that will take you to the blog where you'll find lots more recipes. Also remember that if you like this video, you can always put thumbs up to it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. I'm now going to make this lime meringue pie, so if you want to see how it's done, then keep on watching this video. To start, we're going to grind up the cookies until we have a fine powder. You can use any cookie you like. If you want a coconut touch, you can use coconut cookies or even chocolate cookies. In this case, I'm using vanilla. And always taste your cookie, see if maybe you want to add some ginger powder or cinnamon or maybe other ingredients that you like. In this case, it's going to be the cookies. I also have salt and melted butter, and we're going to blend it into a nice mix for our base. Now we're going to put it into our mold. I have an unmoldable mold, but if you want to do it in a nice pie dish, then that's okay as well. I'm going to put it in here, press it down with my fingers first, and then use the bottom of a glass to have it really nice and flat. Now I'm going to take this to the oven to bind it all together. So the oven is preheated at 160 degrees, and that's the temperature that we're going to use for everything. And it's going to go in there for about 5 to 10 minutes or until you see that it starts to get golden. Be really mindful of this at this stage because it goes from golden to burnt in nothing. Now we have to let this cool down completely, and that's really important because if we put the filling while it's hot, it's going to absorb it and become soggy. So now we're going to do the filling. I have here some condensed milk. We're going to squeeze the limes as well and then finish it off with egg yolks. You'll notice that in the recipe the amount of lime is in milliliters because sometimes limes come with more or less juice, so if I put the amount of limes instead of milliliters, then it's less precise in the finished flavor. Remember that you can measure this in a scale as well. So now we're going to add the egg yolks. And as soon as you put an egg yolk in the mix, you want to mix it in really fast because it's going to start to cook with the lime juice and it's going to form a skin. And the same happens if you put it on the condensed milk on its own, because the sugar also starts oxidizing the skin, and then you'll find bits that you won't be able to dissolve. The egg whites from the egg we're going to use later for the meringue. This is now going into the oven so that the egg yolks can cook, and it's going to go to 160 degrees again, and it's going to be there for 20 minutes. That's more than enough time for it to cook. Once it comes out of the oven, you want it to cool down completely and then pop it in the fridge overnight so that it finishes to firm up in the center. So this is how it looks once it has been overnight in the fridge. It's nice and solid, and as you can see, I was also able to unmold it. If you feel scared of unmolding it, then it's fine to keep it in the mold. It will look beautiful anyway. And if you do want to unmold it, you want to do it before you add the meringue on top, because the meringue will just complicate things even more. So now we're going to do the meringue, and I'm going to add double the weight of the egg whites in sugar. This is a rule of thumb that I always tell you guys that you need to use when you make meringue, because it makes it it really nice and smooth. And as always, we're going to do a Swiss meringue, which implies putting the egg whites and the sugar over a bain-marie until the sugar is completely dissolved, and then we whip it up to perfection. You want to make sure that the bottom of the bowl is not touching the water below, and also you want to whisk every once in a while just to make sure that it's all evenly melting. Once you can touch the bottom of the bowl and you don't feel any granules of sugar, then it's ready to be whipped up. And this we're going to do until it comes down to room temperature and you see that it's really nice and thick. So at this point you have two options if you want to get it golden. You can either blowtorch it using really swift movements so that it doesn't go too dark, or you could also pop it in the oven once again on broil. A third option would be if you don't want it to be golden or harder. When it goes into the oven it tends to get a bit of a harder finish on top, then you can just leave it white and fluffy. That was my lime meringue pie recipe. I really hope you liked it. If you did like it, don't forget to put a thumbs up to this video. It makes me really happy. Also, if you make this recipe or any other recipe from the blog, don't forget to send me a picture or tag me on them because I really love to see what you cook. Also, if there's anything savory or sweet that you would like me to teach you how to make, you can leave a comment below. I'm posting recipes every Thursday and Sunday, so if you don't want to miss any of them, then I recommend that you subscribe to my channel. It's free and only one click away. You can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook at Cravings Journal. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you next time.